Before this broadcast continues, we need you to check something. If there is a mirror in the room you are currently in, look at it now. Look at what it shows behind you. Confirm that what you see in the mirror matches what is actually there. If it does, you may continue. If there is any discrepancy, any object, any door, any shadow that should not be there, stop the broadcast and leave the room immediately. The Office of Optical Displacement Research has found that discrepancies are time-sensitive. They do not wait. Reflective Surface Anomaly Advisory. Office of Optical Displacement Research. Classification, Mirror 7. This advisory was first issued in 1981 following a concentrated series of reports from residents in 4 states who described the same experience, looking into a mirror and seeing a room that was not the room they were standing in. The early reports were dismissed as optical illusions, trick of the light, stress-induced misperception. The office was established after report number 47, when the reflected room in question was subsequently identified as a room in a building that had burned down 11 years prior. We stopped dismissing reports after that. If you have seen a reflection that did not match your current room, follow these steps precisely. First, do not look away quickly. The office has documented in 38 cases that the anomalous reflection responds to rapid visual disengagement. When subjects look away suddenly, they consistently report that the mirror, when observed again, shows a reflection that is closer. Whatever is being reflected has moved. Slow your disengagement. Close your eyes gradually. Do not give the reflection a reason to close the distance. Second, do not cover the mirror. 7 subjects who placed cloth or towels over anomalous mirrors reported that when the covering was removed, the reflected image had changed. In 4 cases, the figure visible in the reflected room was standing at a different position, closer to the mirror's surface. In 2 of those cases, the figure was no longer visible at all. We do not consider its absence to be an improvement. Third, do not describe what you see aloud while looking at it. This instruction is not symbolic. The office has documented 11 cases in which anomalous reflections changed in real time while the subject was speaking. The changes corresponded with what the subject was describing. We do not recommend testing this. The office has classified reflective anomalies into 4 types. Type 1 is the displaced room. The mirror shows a room that is architecturally similar to the viewer's room but contains one or more elements that do not belong, a door where there is no door, a window at the wrong angle, furniture in positions that have never been occupied. In most Type 1 cases, the displaced room is recognizable as the viewer's own room with modifications. We believe this is intentional. We believe something has learned what your room looks like and adjusted accordingly. Type 2 is the temporal reflection. The mirror shows the viewer's actual room, but at a different time, typically earlier in the day, or earlier in the year. Subjects have reported seeing themselves in the reflection performing actions they remember doing weeks ago. In 3 documented cases, subjects reported seeing themselves in the reflection performing actions they had not yet performed. Those subjects reported that within 48 hours, they had performed those exact actions without deciding to. Type 3 is the occupied reflection. The viewer's room is reflected accurately. The viewer is reflected accurately. There is also someone else in the reflection who is not in the room. In 61% of Type 3 cases, the additional figure is standing in a location within the reflected room that would be behind the viewer. The viewer, upon checking, finds no one behind them. The reflection continues to show the figure. Type 4 we do not describe in this advisory. If you are experiencing Type 4, the office asks that you not attempt to contact us through standard channels. Case Mirror 7-9. Subject, female, 44, suburban home, 1986. Subject reported seeing her bathroom mirror reflect a hallway she did not recognize. She described it as long and poorly lit, with dark doors at irregular intervals. She had no hallway matching this description in her home. She observed the reflected hallway for approximately 45 seconds before looking away. When she returned to the bathroom the following morning, the reflected hallway was there again. It was different. One of the doors was open. It had not been open the previous evening. She observed the open door for several minutes. She reported that the room beyond the door was dark, but that something in the dark room appeared to be observing her in return. She relocated within 2 weeks. The new bathroom in her new home showed a normal reflection for 7 months. Then one morning, the same hallway appeared. The same doors. The same configuration. One more door was open than when she had last seen it. Case Mirror 723. Subject, male, 31, apartment, 1994. Subject reported that his bathroom mirror showed a reflection of his bathroom but with an additional window he did not have. The window in the reflection appeared to look out on a night sky, despite the mirror being on an interior wall. Over 12 days, the window in the reflection appeared to show weather that did not correspond to actual conditions outside his apartment. He documented this with photographs. In the photographs, the mirror appeared to show his bathroom normally. The anomalous window was not captured on film. His field notes, however, described the window in consistent detail across all 12 days. On day 13, the window in the reflection was lit from within, as though something was behind it looking in. He moved the mirror to the hallway and turned it to face the wall. The following morning, he reported that every mirror in his apartment, including hand mirrors, the reflective surface of the microwave door, and the black screen of his turned-off television, showed the same window. He submitted no further reports. His case file remains open. His apartment has had 4 tenants since 1994. 3 of them reported unusual mirror experiences within the first 6 months of residency. The 4th submitted no reports but moved after 2 months without providing a reason. The office is required to communicate the following prohibitions under Advisory Mirror 7. Prohibition 1. Do not attempt to communicate with what you see in the reflection. Subjects who have spoken to, gestured toward, or otherwise acknowledged figures visible in anomalous reflections report that the figure responds. Not always. Not consistently. But in enough cases that the office considers engagement a significant escalation factor. Prohibition 2. Do not photograph the reflection with the expectation of capturing the anomaly. The office has found no reliable method for documenting reflective anomalies photographically. We do not have an explanation for this. The anomalies are visible to the human observer and are not captured on film, digital sensors, or video recording. If you have managed to capture one, submit it to the office immediately. We have been trying since 1981. Prohibition 3. do not remove the mirror from your home. Subjects who have disposed of anomalous mirrors report that other reflective surfaces in the home begin showing the same reflection within days. Glass, water, polished metal, phone screens. The anomaly is not contained in the mirror. The mirror is simply where it chose to show itself first. Prohibition 4. Do not show the mirror to other people for the purpose of confirmation. In 8 documented cases, the additional observer also began experiencing anomalous reflections within a week. It is not clear whether the anomaly spreads through shared observation or whether the original subject's anomaly simply identified a new viewer. The outcome is the same. The office has documented 319 verified mirror anomaly cases since 1981. We estimate actual prevalence is between 8 and 15 times higher. The reason for underreporting is not fear. Most people do not report anomalous reflections because they find a mundane explanation and keep it. A trick of the light. A moment of disorientation. They do not report it because reporting it means accepting that it was real, and accepting that it was real means accepting that the thing in the reflection was real, and accepting that is harder than adjusting to what you saw and moving on. The office understands this. The office also wants you to know that acceptance and adjustment are not the same thing. When you look in a mirror, you expect to see yourself. You expect to see your room. What you are actually seeing is a surface that shows you what is on the other side of it. Most of the time, what is on the other side is simply the light bouncing back. The office has spent 43 years investigating what happens when it is not. We have found one consistent finding across all 319 cases, across every type, every configuration, every subject and location and era. The reflection always knows you are looking. Whatever is in it, whatever room, whatever figure, whatever thing standing behind the wrong door in a hallway that should not exist, it is aware of your attention. It has been aware since the first time you noticed something wrong. The office wants to be very clear about what this means. It noticed you before you noticed it. You were not the first one to look.